So I thought I would give you guys a bit of a back end feel to my day today. So I'm busy editing a video for someone, and I thought I'd show you guys how I actually go about my day on an editing day. First of all, I want to show you guys my setup. It's just a very easy one. I've got 2 screens. I cannot function without less than 2 screens. So on this one I will do all my work, and on this one I generally have it to go collect images or whatever I need. I usually have my cell phone on my desk plugged in next to me. The reason for this is when I'm going through my videos and planning, I don't always know what I'm going to do. I then go through the video and I add music. I tend to go find music on the YouTube library these days. The reason for this is I found NCS music was becoming a problem. One of the tunes I used in a recent video, they sent me a message to tell me that I wouldn't get any monetization on it because of the copyright. However, I pulled it off of a free site. So I've now decided to not use NCS anymore or any of these others. I just use the YouTube library. If you go through the YouTube library, there's actually quite a few nice songs there. That is the music part of it. The phone on my desk, there's often a time where I find something funny in a video or something serious or something quirky, and I like to add a little bit of something fun. So I'll go on to Giphy. On my phone, I'll quickly go and look for something, save it, and pull it off my phone. It's quite a lot easier than trying to do it from your computer. I can pull those straight into my videos. It's quite awesome. So the video I worked on today was a bit of a hair tutorial. They are not easy to do because you need to make sure that you maintain a flow and you keep all that video going so people can see what's happening. But at the same time, you need to remove some of the wording that's inside there because sometimes things get said that you don't actually want your subscribers to hear. So you might communicate between the person you're busy with or to yourself. There's often times where I say to myself, okay, this is where I need to start doing this, so yeah, it can be quite tricky. So what I will do is I will jot down everything that needs to be done in my diary. I've gone to a page that's quite busy. I haven't gone to my most recent, but just so you guys can sort of see what I do. I split my diary up. So I've got to do YouTube, ideas for YouTube, and anything else that I need to do will be logged on here somewhere. Every morning, as I've said to you in a previous, I will do my Instagram. So I've got here, You're Not Alone, Charm VDM, and my keto is great. And then I will highlight as soon as I have done those videos. Do a TikTok video. Okay, I've had this on for I don't know how many days. Guys, TikTok not easy for you if you don't have the personality for it. So I haven't even done that yet. I've been doing some animal videos, which I get sent from family because I don't myself have any animals, but it's fun. You guys kind of know the rest of the routine. I have explained it in another video to you, so I'm not going to get into all that right now. Editing is quite a tricky thing. When I do my videos, they are in MP4 format. So I need to convert them firstly. Handbrake will convert it into an MV4 file for me. That is what I will then use to upload. From there, I will then do all my editing. And once done, I will render, which it's busy doing. When it's rendering, it's basically taking everything you've done in your edit and combining it into one big video. I find this very interesting, and it's my favorite time of my day is actually editing. I love doing the editing. The videos are a bit tricky to get together sometimes, but I love it. I'm still learning. Many a times I have to grab my husband and say, please help me, I don't know how to do this. But it's a learning curve and I love to learn new things, so I'm thoroughly enjoying it. You can see I have got a few layers. I think I should bring you closer so you guys can see more what's going on. Don't do that. So as you guys can see here, I've got a few layers. Now, this is not one of my videos, but I've sort of put 2 frames on the side of her videos because she started recording with her phone in a portrait style, which she will be changing going forward. But I kind of like put these on the side just to black out the black and make it a little bit more creative. You can see here I've added, this is all the videos, and everywhere where there's a line is where I've cut out certain data that we didn't want in there, or it was a mistake, or it'll be a blooper at some stage, because I think this lady's going to have a few blooper videos that are going to be amazing. You guys must watch out for those. I will link her below. She does hair tutorials, and she's going to do a lot of other stuff, but at the moment she's just focusing on the hair tutorials. but her and her friend are absolutely so hilarious. You guys are going to have to wait for those bloopers. I think you'll enjoy it. Anyway, getting back to my video. This is the track. Now, often I will do my own track. This will be from my video. I can delete this and I can put my own track in below and override that. So I will then use my mic, which is over here. As you guys can see, there's my Samson Go mic. I'm currently not using it. It is on, but it's not in use at the moment. And then I've got my pop filter in front of it, which just helps to stop all the P's and the S's from coming out a little bit louder than they should. So once I've recorded on that, I will pull that into my bottom, and I will just either I will mute this line or take it out totally and replace it with that. So for those of you who would like to see what OBS Studio looks like, this is basically OBS Studio Open. We used to play a lot of these games, so that is why you will see these over here. And we did have a YouTube channel playing games online years ago. I've got screen 1 and screen 2. Screen 1 will record the one side and screen 2 the other. I have put OBS on the screen so you guys can see it. I'm going to pull it off eventually, but I just want to show you. So basically everything on this screen in front of me will show on my OBS Studio and be recorded. Then my voice is being recorded now via my Samsung mic, and will all be joined up with this video in the end. I'm quickly going to pull this over to the other screen. You guys now see what OBS looks like. I'm going to pull it over. So now what I will do is, you can see this folder here has all the renders which I pulled from Vegas Pro, and this is my Handbrake. I'm going to now take the double Dutch braided bun, pull it into my Handbrake. So this is now Handbrake. My video was pulled in here and it will be in the queue. However, I need to now place it into a folder. So I will go to the folder. Handbrake for Vegas is incorrect. I need to change that to YouTube. So I open YouTube and I type in what I'd like it to call it. Now, to ensure that I do this for YouTube, I need to scroll down and I need to select render for YouTube. Now, these presets were done by my husband, so I am not totally au fait with them. I will say add to queue, and I will say, oh, here is my queue in case you'd like to see it. Close that, and I'm going to say start queue. That's it. You guys can see it's going to take six minutes. More or less. It goes up and down depending on what my computer's doing. If my computer is very busy, you will see that it may slow down, and if my computer's not too busy, it will go faster. I'd like to see now what is happening on my OBS screen. I will pull it over for you again. I'm going to make it bigger. You see what it does. So basically it's just a whole lot of screens of what's already on my screen. If I make it smaller, it will show you more of on my screen. It's actually quite funky, hey? Anyways, so this is how OBS would then work for me. And when I'm finished recording, I will say stop recording, and it will stop recording my screen, and it will stop recording my voice. Then at the bottom here, I've got my music. So this is all the music that I do add into the video. And you can see there are some ups and downs over here. Then I just use a normal mouse. It's called a Cougar. It does do all its funky colors. Really cute. Nothing fancy to it though, just a average mouse. I've got my keyboard over here, which I can change the colors of if I feel like it. I just need to push the F in and number 5, and it changes colors. You can even have it that it flickers different colors if you wanted to, which is there. The problem with that is it drives me insane. I generally go with the purple. So that's my keyboard. As far as headsets go, I use this one. And I think I still have the box, so I can show you guys what it is. I'm having deja vu because I've already done this, but forgot to press record. So this is the headset I'm using. I don't currently have the mic connected because I use that more for when I'm playing games online and speaking to people via Discord. However, I'm not using that at the moment, so I've just taken it off. This one cost me $69 at JB Hi-Fi. Very nice one. It's the Corsair HS35 stereo. I don't think it's too bad for a headset. On the side over here, you can see I've got a switch for my volume, so I can turn it up and down if I want to. And this is a little button to push if I want to mute my mic. But I love it. It does its thing. I find a lot of headsets hurt my head. This one doesn't. Really great. So a lot more goes into the editing than you guys think in a day. Once I have done my video and it's busy rendering, I will generally now pop onto CorelDRAW and go do a thumbnail. I'll do the thumbnail for the video based on what was in the video and try to make it a little bit creative and enticing for people to view. However, I may not be a pro at it, but I do try. And once that is done, I then have a little notepad where I go and I put in the music I've used in my video, anything I've pulled off the internet to use that needs to be noted, and I will put that all in there. If I've used any products in my video, I will generally go and list them in that notes section and maybe a price if it's relevant. If it's not relevant, then I won't put a price in there because pricing does change. There were bloopers in this video, so I've made a note of that. Then I've added some music in, so I know I need to note what music I've used in my video. I know that I've used the YouTube library. I will just list that I've used these songs, and I will make a list of that for when I do my notes so that I can add it to my notes on my actual YouTube upload. I think it's nice to let people know what you've used of theirs, and other people can then go and use it as well. I do like to mention that I do not get sponsored by anyone at this stage. I don't want people to feel that I'm using their product to motivate my videos. So I do say that I'm not sponsored. I purchase most of the stuff that I review myself, or I've won it somehow and just shown it to you guys. But generally I will purchase my own items to review. I've always got a cup of coffee on my desk. As you guys know me, I've always got my coffee ready. It just helps me to function throughout the day. I also have a notepad that I keep on my desk, and every time there's something I need to note, I will write it down on my notepad. Once this is complete, it's not ready for upload. I need to now put it back into Handbrake to convert it to an MP4 file to go and upload onto YouTube. So guys, from there it's pretty easy. So you will go onto YouTube, and most of my followers at the moment are actually YouTubers, so you know how to upload your videos. Throughout my day while doing this, I do have some things around the house I like to do. I have generally loaded the dishwasher, which I will now then go and unload. I have washing which needs to get done, which I have put in early in the morning before I leave for my school run with Logan, so I will generally go and take that out. While I'm busy with a render, I will quickly pop off and go and hang my washing up. So what I do with this lamp is, if I haven't got enough lighting, it will be in front of me when I am busy recording, as you can see in the back there. So that will give me some light coming forward. You can see I've got no light on at the moment, and you can see me pretty comfortably. That is the natural light coming through, which is lovely when it's a nice day. But on an overcast day, I need that light. So I will put that on, and it'll help me just to light me up from the front. If I'm recording in front of my screens, you can see how bright my screen is. I don't always need lighting because the screen will help me. Also, a great feature of having nice big screens around you. You can see my video has just finished. It's on 100%. So I will now go and finish doing everything I need to do for her, go and upload it, and she's going to be a happy chappy when she goes and sees her video. I really love being creative, always have. I've done everything from scrapbooking to beading, fabric painting. Creative is in me when it comes to drawing. I can't draw anything to save my life. But when it comes to things like this, scrapbooking with photos that are ready and some colored paper, I can pretty much do anything. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!